sure my volume's up. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see what's going on. Give everyone a second. Put this aside. Let's start with these. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Or good afternoon, I should say. Good afternoon, my loves. Come on in, come on in, come on in. So today, because we're at the end of the month, I am going to be doing a couple lives. Like tomorrow, I'm going to do all the elements as usual. But over the next couple of days, you're going to see a couple of lives that are going to be specifically for each element, and that is going to be the reading for July. Today, we're going to do the earth signs, okay? So earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this is for you. Okay, now you can have Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you could be dealing with someone who has Grand Rising, my loves, who has a strong Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their chart, okay? So we're going to take a look. I'm going to start off with what you're manifesting for the month of July, okay? When I sat down to do the reading, I heard a song I haven't heard in a very long time, okay? I used to be the great pretender. For the very first time, I'm for real, okay? I'm trying to remember the chorus. You gotta believe my love is real. Who do you love? Are you sure? Who do you love? Okay? So, thank you guys for the share. So this is what's happening, guys. We're already in Venus retrograde in Leo. Okay, good morning, C. So I just want to let you guys know, you know, some people be nervous, and I feel like you're going to get some clarity in a lot of different areas, in a lot of different relationships about what is working, okay? So we're going to take a look. First, we're going to start off with what my Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is manifesting for the month of July, my loves. We have here, how many times have we caused ourselves pain because we failed to pause and think? How would my best self view and respond to this situation? Good morning. What's good, Tamila? Thank you. So here it is. The first message that we're getting from Spirit, okay, is there something about a reflex reaction? Okay, this is a trigger that you've been dealing with for a minute. I feel like you've done some work in this particular area. Thank you, my love, for the heart me. And let me just start off by saying I appreciate all the gifts, okay? Sometimes when I start channeling, I may miss that you sent something. Please know that I greatly appreciate it, okay? But anyway, back to the message here. There's a trigger that you've been working on. I feel like you may be a little doubtful, like if you've cleared out. Sorry, I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm clearing out my closet, right? So it feels like you've been clearing out something. And now it's like the universe is going to give you an opportunity to see how much work you did in that area. And you're going to know by the way that you respond to said situation or said trigger. Spirit, can you show me, please? I remember it always. Fear wins. You used to love me, right? So there's something here about how something was, how something is, how you want to move forward, how you want to respond, how you want to feel. You make me feel like a natural woman. Male or female, right? So we also have here, oh, all my hair is fucking stood up right now. I mean, all of them. Okay? We are to be radiant, grateful, and buoyant people. Earth signs. It feels like there's something here about it feels good. Yeah. So you've decided what frequency you want to be in, what you want and don't want. When our hearts yearn for action and growth, we should care little about what society says is possible or prudent. And there's something here about standing on the edge. Kind of, I'm seeing the Fool card. So standing on the edge of the cliff. Good day, my love. Standing on the edge of the cliff. Getting ready to take a leap of faith. Doing like one last check. Microphone check, microphone check. Let me clear my throat. So what it is that once you take this action, good morning, my love. Once you take this action, it's forward motion. So I feel like July is very much about like replaying or like processing. Let's get into another deck real quick. This is for my earth signs. Over the next couple of days, you will see a reading for each, a live reading for each element, okay? And that's going to be the reading for July. Tomorrow, I will do the, good morning, Earth Angel. I should say good afternoon. Tomorrow, I will do the weekend energy for all the elements, but we're going to knock out these element readings for July. Spirit, can you show me what else is going on for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, please? Can you show me? Start where you are, it says. And it says the great thing about feeling deep, profound, earth-shaking love, is that you can start with anyone. Next, sign the universe. Some of y'all let go of some shit. Friend, lover. Oh, thank you, my love. Some of you let go of some relationships, friend, family, or lover. I feel like there's an erasure. You let go of your ex, yeah. There's an erasure of the past. I'm seeing like the Men in Black, you know, when they used to put that like that pen and then just wipe it out. I feel like you're about to wipe something out. But it's like before you wipe it out, you're looking at something first, okay? And enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness. Good afternoon, my loves, okay? So I feel like to come into this authenticity, you have to erase like some physicality, like where these things have rested in you, for you to be able to move on. Like we put trauma in our body, guys. And I feel like for you to expel, it's like you have to do one, it's like a cord cutting in the soul. Okay, this could be of who you were, of if it's something that you're like, I'm ready now, I'm ready. Okay, hearing Tevin Campbell, I'm ready to love, right? Enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness. And the card says, do you know what you've created? No, besides an intergalactically known, what the fuck? Okay. Do you know what you've created? No, besides an intergalactically known saunter named after you, inspiration in the eyes that have watched you, hope in the minds that have admired you, and love in the hearts that have known you. But you might ease up on your sachet before someone gets hurt. Not bad, kiddo, right? So, okay. It's like Spirit's telling you to do an exercise. Okay? An exercise of like the situations. Right? So yes, you could have had some relationships that were painful, but my earth signs always have roots. In other words, because we're so solid, solid as a rock. That's what this love is, right? Because we're so reliable, like people gravitate to us, right? And in exchange for that, we end up with a lot of roots around us too. So Spirit's telling you, you know, even though all situations don't work out in the way that you thought that they would, there were a lot of things. Hi, my love. There were a lot of things that you learned in love, that these other people learned from the situations. Okay, that there's something, okay, is what I'm feeling. Okay, yeehaw, right? When it comes to choosing who will be in your life, I recommend valuing their yeehaw quality above all others. Have it your way. Special orders don't upset the universe, right? So it's as if, like I said, there were some things you outgrown. For you to be able to go in the direction you got to go in, you have to sever a connection of like a mindset, of like a feeling, of a vibration of who you were, or what you accepted, or what you were birthing because of accepting situations, like more negativity. So it was like you reclaimed your power. Okay, you also have time for a love fest. I feel like the reward for that is coming. I feel like that's why you're on the edge of the cliff, because you recognize that the frequency is about to change, but it's like one final purge, right? And it says actually everyone is reasonable. They just have their own reasons, and usually it's worth trying to learn what they are to maximize chances of a full-blown 60s style psychedelic love fest, which is always a good thing, groovy you, right? So it's like recognizing that even though certain relationships were causing you pain and that these people were making choices, you as well made a choice to accept or to stay in a vibration or situation that wasn't feeding you. And I feel like once you recognize that, this is the cord cutting stage. So I feel like you already released something, but this is like the internal ritual that happens within the physical body to release the overall spiritual connection. It's like a spiritual purge. Okay, so we're gonna get some tap. Because of this spiritual purge, you can feel like the newness on the tip of your tongue, on the tip, because remember I said it's like something you're gonna vocalize. And I feel like it's you claiming something to the divine. But we're gonna take a look. Spirit, can you see, can you show me please? Now, if you have missed the beginning of the earth reading, you can head over to YouTube. It is live there as well. Because of the cyclical pain, okay? So Emily writes, one final purge sounds amazing. Tired of the cyclical pain. Now I'm just waiting for joy. Exactly. So this is the moment, right? This is the standing on the edge of the cliff. Thank you guys for the shares. Thank you guys for all the love. This is that moment. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Got the Wheel of Fortune out here. Okay, there's a cyclical energy, as Emily said, but I also feel like there's winds of change. Spirit, can you show me what is coming in for my earth signs, please? Can you show me? Two of Cups crossed. What's falling away? Four of Swords with the Page of Cups. What is it that my earth signs cannot see, please? Four of Pentacles. Can you show me what is the truth of the matter? The Eight of Cups and a most likely outcome. We have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. I want to make sure I leave these in the position that they came out in. Remove some of this before we get started. Okay, guys? I need some space so I can see too many decks. All right. So we have the Wheel of Fortune out here, guys. Hey, Smooth. Not taking any people in this one. All right. Let's take a look. Wheel of Fortune for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Why is that? Thank you, my loves, for all the gifts. I greatly appreciate that and all the shares. I really do. Okay, Ace of Swords. Something came to light. Okay? I feel like there was something that kept happening. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. There was something that kept happening. I feel like you tried in many ways, tried to heal something. You did, you know, above and beyond. Spirit said above and beyond. Okay, but the Five of Pentacles, you were still not being heard, received, or there wasn't reciprocation. This could be family, friend, or lover. Okay, I feel like Two of Swords. There was some event. Okay, could have been recently that occurred in the last few months that made you have a deeper realization about how some energy that you were putting to healing something wasn't being healed, because as long as you were giving the energy, this other side was actually like feeding off the energy. So the only way to stop it was to like cut your energy off, cord cutting frequency, right? Because of that, there was collateral damage, Spirit says. Thank you, Queen. There was collateral damage. I feel like this is why you're doing this final check. Because I feel the Justice card, I'm not seeing it here, but I feel the Justice card, like there's two scales, right? And with the two scales, it's like you're weighing what was gained from you taking your power back from what was lost as collateral damage. And I feel like in this final check before this leap into the new beginning, you're recognizing that, you know, although there's some pain attached to it, like the desire. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Understand that soulmate connections, they can be, you know, in more than just romantic. And a lot of people put it romantic. A soulmate could be a parent, could be a friend, you know, could be a co-worker, right? But here you have the Hangman. Whatever situation you removed, there's like a vacancy. You abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore. Just a vacancy. Love don't live here anymore. Nine of Swords. I feel like what you're missing, you recognize that that's not a place that you could draw love from. For whatever reason, if this person was in a toxic situation, or if they just were not open to it. But either way, you had a realization with this Hangman, okay? The problem is that you're wondering, will something else come in? Will the next thing come in? Or will I always feel this vacancy? And while you're putting your mindset to that, you're activating it's like you're activating, this is for Earth. It's like you're activating an energy of resistance. Thinking back in time when love was only in my mind, I realize. So stop looking, you know, I understand there's this final check. But once you envision cutting the cord of the situation and then recognizing that you had to do it for your own survival, Spirit just showed me an image. Okay, so it's like you gave birth, right? Let's say you gave, oh, thank you. Let's say you gave birth, right? Or let's say you're the child who's being born, right? Once the child comes out, the umbilical cord needs to be cut for the survival of both parties. It feels like that. No, fire. So this is for July. So each element is going to get their own live. Tomorrow morning, I will do the elements for the weekend. But I'm going to be doing an individual lives for each element for the month of July. Okay, so there's, you know, it's like you are waiting for the next thing to come in. But the sadness of like having to let something go keeps your mind wandering back to if something new will come in. Okay, and Spirit is like, knock it off because it's slowing down the new thing. Now, what's falling away is the Four of Swords cross. There was something that was causing you to not heal completely with this Four of Swords cross. It comes out with the Page of Cups, and I'm going to clarify these, but I feel like there was a lack of an apology that wasn't given. Or you gave an apology, but it wasn't received. Let's see. Four of Swords. Why? Ten of Wands. Because while you were trying to fix that, whatever situation, because you kept trying to repair something, more and more burdens were being poured on you. And you recognize that for your healing to happen, accord, it was the only way. Three of Pentacles. Okay? So I feel like with this Three of Pentacles, it's like you want to be open to new collaboration, but there's still a lingering, or there was a lingering of needing closure. Now, somebody, probably more than one of you, there was a recognition that you hadn't released something, like you released it in the physical. There was an ending. Let's say it was romantic for a second, right? Could have been 3 months ago, right? And then you decided like, okay, maybe I'm ready to get back out there. And then somebody, you know, could have asked you out on a date, and your response was very like, you know, skittish. And I feel like when you returned home or you got in your car, because they're showing me like this could have happened in a parking lot, that you realized that you hadn't let go of everything. Like you rejected this out of, you know, it's not to say that you had to go out on a date with that person, but you recognize that your reflex reaction was to still react like you were in a relationship. And that's what caused a realization. Okay, so why is this Page of Cups here? Like you don't owe anybody anything. What I said, Page of Cups with the Empress. With the Empress. Okay, so it's time to fill your cup. Okay, I know you were trying to fix something with somebody, so you weren't accepting other situations, or you were trying to focus on something that needed to be repaired. But now that you recognize that the only way to fix it was to remove the frequency, so not only you could heal, but as well, I feel like the players in the situation could have their own realization. All right, so now in the in what you can't see is the Four of Pentacles. Spirit, why is this Four of Pentacles here? For Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, please. So this Four of Pentacles is this holding back or saving. And I'm saving all my love for you. You used to tell me we'd run away together. Right? So there, hey, my love. Lady Soldier. Hi, honey. It feels like with this Four of Pentacles, you're recognizing that subconsciously you were waiting. You were waiting for something. Or even if you weren't waiting, you were holding back from putting yourself out there in some way. If you missed the beginning, you can always head over to YouTube. The whole reading is there live, okay? So the Four of Pentacles comes out with the Chariot. You were holding back from moving forward, okay? I said standing on the edge, getting ready to take the leap of faith of the Fool, right? New beginning. King of Pentacles, okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that's where you are. I also feel like there was some energy here. You have to do something alone. And I feel like you're recognizing that you have like the internal power. The King of Pentacles is very stable. You have enough to be strong in yourself. Okay, some of you could have went very much into masculine energy. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Two of Pentacles, okay? Juggling a lot of the exterior things, but now it's time to like go forward and like take that leap of faith. And this is why you're calibrating where in the body this sits so that you can purge it finally and move forward with a clear conscience and be open to receive. All right, you got the Eight of Cups in the truth of the matter. You had to walk away, okay? You had to walk away. You had to cut something off in the physical. I feel like you did that already. But it feels like you didn't take off, okay? And you're getting ready to do that right now. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Right? You have the Page of Swords coming out here crossed. You did something cold turkey. You did something cold turkey. I feel like this person may have reached out, or this situation could have tried to bring. I feel like it may have come back around. Now, when it came back around, I feel like the trigger that we were talking about from the beginning. I'm going to read it again to you guys. How many times have we caused ourselves pain because we failed to pause and think, how would my best self view and respond to this situation? Person, place, or thing came back in. I feel like it came back in a sensation of an attack, or passive aggressive, for you to try to reflexively have to defend a position. This person wanted you to explain to me how this shit makes sense. Explain to me why. But I feel like, earth signs, you recognize that that was part of the Wheel of Fortune, that's how it was cyclical, that they kept putting you in a position to try to explain your response and not explaining their not explaining their actions. So how can I explain that? Let's say that this person came home, just an example, right? Got into a big fight with you over some dishes in the sink, broke every plate in the house, right? Then you turn around and say, I'm gonna leave because I'm tired of this. And this person turns around and says, you explained to me how some broken dishes warrants you leaving a 10-year relationship. But they never say to you, I can't explain why dishes in the sink would cause me to come home and break every fucking plate to the point that I made you want to leave. Do you know you did something for your peace and harmony? Because I feel like this person may have asked you constantly to fall on the sword for peace. I feel like because there was extenuating situations or people, the ties that bind, Spirit said, that you a lot of times tried to fall on the sword to keep the overall balance, the scales, so that the collateral damage wouldn't come into play. Self-sacrificing earth signs, but sometimes that's not the play. Okay, so with the most likely outcome, you have 4 cards that came out. Okay, you have the World, the 3 of Swords slightly crossed. Okay, Temperance crossed and the King of Wands crossed. Okay, so we are going to clarify these. Why is the World here for my earth signs? One more, please. Okay. Feel like something else turned over, and it did. Let's see what that is. There we go. All right. So you have the World here. Thank you guys for following. I greatly appreciate you. You see how the mist has cleared? Okay. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Right? Knight of Pentacles comes out. You studied this situation for a very long time. I feel like you really tried to find the healthiest resolution. It was like all roads went back to the fact that you were trying to heal something outside of you. Okay? That's why you have the 6 of Pentacles here coming out cross. It was never equal. This person was not meeting your effort. Okay? And with this Magician card here, 2 messages. Without you recognizing, it was like you were already mourning a situation that you recognize slowly, that because you have tried so many different things, or what is the phrase, Spirit? Trial and error, right? You tried to do so many things. Thank you guys for the love. That in this morning that you weren't recognizing you were doing, thank you so much for the love you. It feels like this triggered a morning while you were in the situation. So actively letting something go while being in the relationship. Okay? And I feel like that message might be more for the divine masculine, because most divine feminines, we know we do that. That's why we try so much. But for some of you guys, it could have took you, or feminines that are more aligned with the masculine frequency, it could have took you by surprise when you realized that you had been kind of letting it go while you were in it. Okay, the Three of Swords is here as well. Spirit, why? And this is all part of the final outcome. Spirit gave 4 cards. Okay, so we're going to see what the overall message is here. Yeah, that the heartbreak that you are enduring in the situation and the heartbreak you were enduring by being the sacrificial lamb to try to fix something, and this person never meeting you where you were, or not trying to help, caused a 10 of Swords. And it became to the point where you felt like you were assisting this person in stabbing you in the back, because the more you made. Okay? So Temperance comes out here crossed. Like I said, this person ends up doubling back in some way. Or if it's not the physical person, a situation that very closely aligns with, hello my love, with the frequency of like said trigger. Okay, so you remind me of a love that I once knew, right? So you have the Hierophant here with Temperance crossed. And I said to you that there was a part of you that recognized that you were waiting for closure, or waiting to really officially cut the cord. Okay, so that way, because it was like you were protecting yourself from getting back out there. This is Earth. Okay, and I feel like with this Temperance card, it's like you realized that you had put off something, or that you were waiting. Now, when this person returned, I feel like in some way you had to, can you justify my love, right? So it was like you had to justify to yourself that you actually could go cold turkey. Some of you ain't even respond, because you knew that it would have meant going back on the Ferris wheel of this person trying to get you to explain how the fuck you came to defend yourself from their attack, but never taking accountability for the attack itself. Right? So the way to move forward, move forward here with the Temperance card and the Hierophant, it was like you had to realize that you had to separate the situation from the faith, the healing from the person. So in other words, like, I can't heal here, because no matter what I do, it's not gonna change the outcome. What's good, Vanessa? But at the same time, I'm not gonna allow this person to stunt my growth and healing, and I'm gonna continue to have faith someday that love is still an option, or that I am still loved, or that there's a contract that awaits me, right? Even if you can't see it right now, right? So, and I feel like it's closer than what you imagine. You're giving yourself the closure, guys, okay? King of Wands crossed, Spirit, why? This is you standing at the end of at the edge of the cliff. There it is. Anything else? At the edge of the cliff. Remember, I said it was a final look, a final purge, a final checking in with yourself, right? Before you take action. King of Wands in the upright takes action. This is the realization that no matter, what's good, Lady Soldier? This is a reminder that no matter what you would have done, and maybe the proof is in this person trying to contact you or something. Like, they only take action when they feel it's necessary, when they want to, and then even then it's limited. Like, let's say they called you, the call, you didn't take it. They sent you a text, you didn't respond. They didn't bark up that tree again. So today I'm doing right now I'm doing the earth signs. I'm doing the July readings. You will see fire over the next couple of days. Tomorrow I will be doing the 4 elements for the weekend. Okay, but because we're getting close to July, I'm going to start doing the monthlies. Okay, so with this King of Wands coming out crossed, before you can like be the King of Wands, you guys could follow. It would be greatly appreciated. Help a sister grow. It feels like you have to finish cutting the emotional and ethereal cords. So in other words, you cut these cords in the physical already. Thank you guys. Thank you. I greatly appreciate you. You cut these cords in the physical, but it's like now cutting them emotionally. Thank you for the shares, guys. Now it's like cutting them emotionally and etherically. So you still kind of feel this person pulling on your energy. You have the 6 of Cups, okay? Because thinking back in time when love was only in my mind, I realize if you wanted this situation back, you could have it, but you know it's unhealthy. You know it's unhealthy. You've done it before, and you know that if you go back, it'll only be days, weeks, months. 7 of Wands. This is why you're standing your ground this time. Because your higher self has told you with this, how many times have we caused ourselves pain because we failed to pause and think, how would my best self view and respond to this situation? And the growth that you have gone through won't allow you to make the same mistake again. Like something you saw, you can't unsee it. Okay, and this is how you ended up with the Justice card. Remember, I kept saying I see the Justice card even though it's not out here. Now it's finally come out, right? Where you're weighing what you had to do for yourself versus for thank you so much for the hand heart. It felt like you were deciding that, yes, yeah, final judgment. Yes, that is my final answer. Right? That's my final answer. Temperance, now the healing begins, right? 8 of Wands, right? Now you're getting messages from the divine. Look, what did I say in the beginning? I felt the fool that you were standing on the edge of the cliff. So as soon, there it is, as soon as you do this check within yourself, Venus in retrograde, it's like you come out knowing that you made the right decision. Some communication that's going to come from this person is going to basically clarify to you. With the 4 cups, it could be a drunken phone call, drunken love. I feel like this person has very toxic ways, or it's a toxic situation, and you're aligning yourself with the 10 of cups. This person's anxiety is peaking. Okay, is peaking because they always thought 3 of Wands that you was going to be dealing. They didn't envision a future without you. Okay, but here's the King of Swords. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I feel like what's going on here is that this person turns icy as soon as they don't get the response that they wanted. 5 of Wands. Okay, somebody now is like hostile. Okay, but you're going to stand 10 toes down. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. All right, let's get you guys a kipper. Spirit, can you show me? For Taurus versus time, this was a situation that brought you joy. Joy and pain. It's like sunshine and rain. Off with their head. Anything else, Spirit? Last shuffle. Okay. All right. So Let's get a clarifier. You got courtship out here, Cross. You recognize that it was time to go where the love is. Friendship, family, or lover. You were giving energy that was not being reciprocated in some way, Spirit. Okay? And this person was doing zero of the work. Thank you so much, my love. You got relaxation and illness, okay? And you recognize that it was basically draining your own energy, giving you anxiety, and you realize that they're just living their best life while you were suffering, going through all these hoops to try to fix something. So you decided to take your power back, okay? Some of you could have left the situation physically, could have had trouble, you know, like maybe you didn't have a place to stay, you had to go stay with family, or maybe the collateral damage was that this person had to get the fuck out of your house. And now they could be running around to the community making it sound like you're an evil person, right? It's been 6 months now, yep. And that could have been the part that was you didn't want, right? Community, conflict, earth signs. Y'all know we don't like to do our shit on Front Street. We would rather be more like private, right? But now you live and learn that this person, they like, once they didn't get their way, they try to turn people against you, right? Try to make it seem like you were wearing the mask, but they were wearing the mask, right? Look at you standing again on the cliff like, well, fuck it, 2 tears in a bucket, then I'm going to be the fuck out. Y'all can say what you want, just spell my name right. I'm fucking bouncing. That is so neat. Okay? I am straight up, you know, I'm a double Taurus. And I'm like a person that will try very hard for the people I love. Thank you for the bullseye. But once I say I'm off that shit, I'm good, bitch, bye. This gonna sound toxic, but it's absolutely true. I even have, like, I hold funerals in my mind. That's my version of a cord cutting. Not so much that I see them like dead, but I have a mental funeral for a situation so that I can free myself. Free your mind and the rest will follow. I'm quick. Don't play with me, don't play with me, don't play with me, don't play with me. You feel me? Despair. Let's see what came out. Now, free your mind is important. Hell yeah. Exactly. What's good, Jennifer? So you got the despair card out here, right? This person was trying to act like they didn't care, right? They also think that it's not that you don't care about what people think or whatever, right? But you're in the point where you're like, if I have to choose, I'm fucking choosing me. Don't make a question about it. You got me all the way fucked up. Thank you, my loves, for the roses and for the gifts and for the shares and for the follows. I greatly appreciate you, right? And so what happens? Now, okay, because, you know, earth signs, we're so supportive, okay? We're grounded. We give the foundation in a relationship, and you have taken it back. This person feels like you've cursed them, right? But you haven't. It's just their own fucking energy and the consequences of their own actions. Okay? Now you have inducement. This is when this person tries to hit you up, contact you, start a fight, do something that will cause you to come back into the game. To the fire, to the limit, to the wall. Right? To see if you will bite and then engage, because then you get back on the Ferris wheel, right? I will be doing each of the elements the next couple of days individually so you guys can get your July readings. But tomorrow morning, I will do all 4 elements for the weekend. Okay, so you'll still get the regular Mondays and Thursdays where I do the, thank you so much, my love. Okay, for, you'll still get the regular lives, but these are for the month, okay? And if you missed a part, you can go over to YouTube and you'll get the whole, the piece, right? The whole, the inducement and the curse, right? They're going to try to bring you back the fuck in. They may have already done this. Okay, but I feel like your reaction with this higher self, how many times, right? Here we are, we have it again. I'm going to go back and read it one more time. How many times have we caused ourselves pain because we failed to pause and think, how would my best self view and respond to this situation, right? And I haven't done air yet. This is the first one I've done for July, and you will see them individually coming out for each of the elements. Okay, this is the first one up. This is for Taurus. For Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? So the inducement, they're going to try to trigger you to come back in. But I feel like your higher self has recognized, 121 in the room, right? That you, with this daydream card, you have the power to manifest in the situation. Like you have the power to decide how your future goes. That you no longer have to take the bait and go back in. Wish a bitch would, right? You don't have to, right? And that's what you were missing before. Like you were reflexively trying to defend yourself and explain some shit that really, frankly, didn't need fucking explaining. But you were trying to like bring your explanation down to this person's understanding. What I need from you is understanding. But they didn't want to fucking understand. And now you recognize that that was the origin of the motherfucking problem. And now you're going to plant in rich soil. Okay? You can't grow a crop in contaminated soil. It's like that's what the realization was. Like, yo, I'm earth, dude, and I'm going to grow my own fucking crop. And let's see how you do over there with that toxic ash fertilizer that you're putting down. You got it? All right. So at the bottom of the deck, that's why you have the Chariot. Look, King of Pentacles is there. Ace of Cups is there, right? 6 of Swords is there. You're outie. And this person is in the 9 of Swords right now. Okay, because they're trying to figure out how they can block you from getting the 10 of Cups that you're about to get. Okay? So I feel like we have a full moon on July 3rd. I feel like that full moon, thank you, my love, that full moon, you would serve yourself much if you could write down the things you want to release. And get a candle in a safe area, right? And a fire safe container. And burn away what you wrote. And let it go. I think I better let it go. Looks like another love TKO. And then prepare. Prepare to take the leap of faith. Because earth signs, you already let something go. All you have to do is like let go of the energetic connection. And the newness comes in. All right. So that's what I have for my earth signs for the month of July.